You're listening to the Visionary Lifestyle Podcast, the show that's dedicated to raising consciousness and empowering you to activate your highest potential. I'm your host, Magda Freedom Rod. Our guest today is Satya Kalra. If you guys listened to my first episode of this show, the 7 steps to activating your highest potential, you'll know that the chakras are considered one of my 7 steps. So the purpose of this interview is to take a deep dive on that subject. Our guest today, Satya Kalra, is a self-transformation, empowerment, and happiness coach, spiritual guide, international speaker, and best-selling author. She's also a founder and president of the nonprofit organization Path to Anandam to help people to explore their eternal happiness and peace within. She was a veteran in the biotech industry for 35 years, serving as a visionary, entrepreneur, scientist, founder, CEO, president, and chairperson. Following a divine call, Satya left the helm as CEO in the biotech industry. She was working in the cancer arena, by the way, and founded Path to Anandam, which means blissful living. Her personal mission is to live in love, peace, and Anandam, and to propagate blissful living by helping others become more self-dependent and self-reliant, especially destitute women and children. For more than 20 years, Satya has been practicing and promoting awareness and blissful living through applications of timeless wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita and spirituality in daily life. She creates a bridge between science and spirituality and brings awareness to spirituality through ancient wisdom from India with a modern practical approach. The focus on Satya's teachings is how to be happy, heal yourself, enhance the quality of life, experience blissful Anandam, and to reach your unlimited potential by raising your conscious level through self-developed 7 steps. These easy, simple, and effective techniques, Anandam meditation and spiritual practices, for the body, mind, and spirit, have benefited thousands of people. Now, I met Satya at the International Yoga Festival in Rishikesh, India, where we did this interview. I attended her Chakras workshop and invited her to the show to share her vast wisdom on the subject that she's been teaching for over 20 years, the Chakras. There are links to her work in the show notes, so make sure to check that out at visionary-lifestyle.com/podcast. I had to break this episode into 2 shows because it went so long. So the first one, she really goes deep into what the chakras are. And the second one, she really goes into practical tools and applications that you can use in your daily life. Enjoy. And as always, I'd love to hear from you guys. Send me an email. Tell me how this episode impacted you. Tell me if these practical tools were of use to you. Tell me what else you want to hear me talking about. Keep in touch. Send me an email through my website, visionary-lifestyle.com. Namaste. One of the things that I heard you say in one of your talks over the last few days was one of the ways to balance the chakras is the Surya Namaskar sequence. Is that right?
Yes.
So can we dive into that a little bit for the people who are used to the physical practice of yoga, the asana? This is something that I learned from you in your lecture that I would love for people to hear more about that, because I want to give people as many tools as I can to balance these energy centers, and this is one that maybe some of the yogis listening to this are familiar with. So if you could explain why and how.
See, if you look at it, this chakra system, as I was explaining, this is also a part of the Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. 8 steps.
8 limbs.
8 limbs.
8 limbs of yoga, right?
So this is an asana, is the 3rd limb. So this 3rd limb, and in the asana, the Surya Namaskar is a part of the asanas.
The sun salutation.
Sun salutation is the part of the asanas. So when we do the sun salute, you see how we do the namaskara first and bend backward.
Right, the hands together at the heart and then up and then over the head and back.
So now you think, when you are bending back, what's happening? Which chakras are expanding?
Well, the heart is opening.
Heart opening.
Right, the chest is opening.
Chest is opening.
And the solar
plexus are opening.
Right.
And your grounding chakra is opening. And when you come back, what's happening? Your grounding chakra is also getting massage. So all these chakras,
When you lean forward, it's
forward, backward,
grounding the root chakra.
basically they are getting massaged. So
It's a self-chakra massage.
yeah, so
Surya
it is a
Namaskar.
chakras
I
massage.
love that.
Yeah, chakras are getting massaged, and not only chakras are getting massaged, all the organs inside the body are getting massaged. So, as I mentioned today in the class before you came, that when you do the asanas, pay attention to the which part of the body is getting the strength from this, or which muscles are being strengthened by this particular asanas. So this particular posture is strengthening that particular area of the body where that chakra is located. So all these are, so that's why I call the asanas are not just the physical exercises, they are energizing the chakras and massaging the chakras, and then they are massaging our other inner physiological systems and healing it. That's why the third chakra, see, it is responsible for the digestive system, because it is right here.
The solar plexus.
And where the liver is, the kidneys are a little bit below, and all these toxins and all these things are coming from the liver area. So if our third chakra is imbalanced, we create lot of
digestive problems.
Because a lot of toxins are being secreted in the body. But when we massage it, then lot of endorphins, which is a healing agent, which is being manufactured in our body, which is also not healing, but it is also dissolving the toxins. So that's where the healing comes.
Right, and it's so, what's so cool about this is that people can heal themselves with this information. They can learn these simple little steps and learn the chakra system, and there are so many, they can get your book. Your book is a great guide for people. The Ultimate Happiness and Health of the Chakras, a Blissful Journey Through 7 Wonders of the Soul. It's a perfect, simple guide. It spells out everything for people, and they can just follow something as simple like this and do a practice every day. Or like I said, one of the ways that I like to share it with people is anytime you feel out of balance, anything is wrong, anything's going wrong physically, mentally, emotionally, you can stop and sit down, do a scan of your body, do a scan of the energy centers of the chakras, and figure out where you're out of balance, and then focus your attention there and use these different tools to balance yourself. So let's talk, a little bit more about the ways to balance. We talked about Surya Namaskar as one to balance the entire system, so maybe it's a nice practice for people to get into doing that every day. Surya Namaskar being a 12-step asana practice, and we can maybe find a link of that to put in the show notes for people. But essential oils, is that something that you use?
Yes, because
to also balance them?
The aromatherapy, people also use the aromatherapy, because when we breathe, then based on the different wavelength, different frequency of the people, that's why they recommend the different type of aromatherapy for the different people. Because
so there might be 3 or 4 oils for each chakra, but a different one depending on the person?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And then we also have like stones, minerals, crystals, right?
Yes.
Can be used. And when we talk about using those, is that something that you lay down and you put it directly on the chakra? Is that something you hold in your hand while you meditate? All of it, or one specific way, or
you put
what do you recommend?
As you see my mala here,
yes,
this goes all the way from my neck to the almost like a first chakra.
Right.
So basically you send the energy. You're sending that, they're touching, they should be touching our skin.
Oh, okay.
They should be touching our skin. That's and then they also have a special crystal. So you lie down and you put like a ruby or garnet on the first chakra, and then the topaz on the second chakra.
Topaz for the second.
And then you topaz it can go for the third chakra also. But there is this yellow you can put it on the third chakra, and then the green one is green topaz. You can put it here. Emeralds
on
you can
heart.
put it there, and then here is the what do you call that? The blue one, turquoise. Turquoise,
turquoise.
You use the turquoise here, and here you put the again. There are
lapis lazuli
lapis
for the third
and
eye.
all that. Yeah, and you can actually for the heart you can use the rubies also.
Oh,
rubies you can use for the heart, and Some people, white people use a diamond also.
For the,
you know, the
for the
other
crown?
thing,
The crown diamond for the crown?
and the people use that. But you know, also for the heart, you know, there is a there is a science behind it, that why people put the ring, wedding ring, on this particular finger.
On the third finger of
On
the left
third.
hand.
Yeah, because there is a one nerve goes right there, and it goes right directly connected to your heart.
I never heard that. I
yeah,
love that. That's why the wedding ring goes on
the
that
wedding
finger,
ring is
because
always
there's
put
the
on
nerve
that
that connects directly to the heart for love.
And
That's
also, if
sweet.
you notice, people recommend to putting the different garnets, or I mean the different color of the stones on the different fingers. For example, topaz always goes here.
Topaz on the right pointer finger.
Right, on the right hand, because it goes directly to your
Solar plexus?
Solar plexus.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and okay. So
Topaz being yellow, so it matches
so that's why
Manipura
they
chakra.
so that's why they have all the different fingers. You know, they just put the different colors on.
I was wondering about that. Yeah, someone was telling me that someone prescribed certain rings for certain fingers, and I was looking for information on that. Thank you for sharing that. That's good to know. I love that one about the wedding
And
ring.
one of the other treatment for the grounding chakra, because sometimes we make it very complicated. We feel like, oh my God, 7 chakras, 7 treatments, and so many things.
Right, this can be overwhelming.
This is too overwhelming for me. So the simplest way is just sit down silently. Let your everything, give it to Mother Earth. Just like when you are showering, that you turn on the shower, water flows from your head to the ground. Just imagine that just all the energy you are giving it to the earth.
This is specifically for root chakra.
No, just
for all of them.
all of them. You just all the chakras will follow. Because when the root chakra is imbalanced, you know, other chakras are imbalanced too. It's just not like
the
one
foundation is out of
the
balance.
foundation.
Everything above
it's just
it
like
has
is
a
the
problem.
earthquake. Is the foundation is that there is an earthquake,
Right.
then the whole house shakes, right?
Right, exactly.
Whole house falls over.
Right.
So just ground yourself. Just sit
Yeah.
down. If nothing else, just take a 5 minutes. Just sit down calmly, maybe under the sunlight, maybe under the wherever. Depending on the season and depending on your mood, if you have a grass around it, just take your shoes off. Just sit on the grass. Whatever you can do, just sit quietly. No phones, no Facebook, nothing.
Digital
no gadgets,
detox.
no gadgets around you.
Yeah, right.
Just sit. Make a point that for this particular time, because in the book I have 2 tables, and one is called daily planner. In the daily planner, and I divided into 7 days, like day 1 for root chakra, day 2 for the, so don't get too complicated. Just assign 1 day for the root chakra. Today I'm just going to set. I'm just going to sit
One
and
chakra
focus.
per day.
Just 1 chakra per day. When you get used to it, don't overwhelm. If you don't want to even do 1 chakra, just sit down calmly. But live in awareness, because first chakra brings you the awareness. By grounding, all of a sudden, like when I'm calm, taking showers, all of a sudden if I forget something, all of a sudden I get the vision. I find it. You know, many times we get the solutions of the problems when we are totally calm.
Right. And let the answers come.
Answers come. So this is a self-awareness. Because this chakra gives you the self-awareness. So just calm down. Let the system work for you. Don't run, don't rush too much.
Ground down, connect
Ground
with
down.
the earth. Yeah.
And then, and the mantra for is I am. So I am beautiful.
I am safe.
I am safe.
I am connected. Right?
Yes, I am connected. I am fearless.
I like I am fearless. That's
Yes.
a great one.
Yeah, I am.
Simple little
this
affirmations.
This is the first chakra. It says fearlessness. So it is for the fear. And I am aware. I'm aware of my body. I'm aware of my head. I'm aware of my eyes, my nose. So while I'm wearing, I'm kind of screening, is there any element I need to take care of it? I'm sitting, I'm aware of my ground. I'm aware of my relationship. I am aware of my surroundings, my job, my car, maybe need tune up. So all of a sudden when you say I'm aware of my car, if your car needs any brake alignment or tune up, all of a sudden that you will start realizing. Otherwise sometimes we forget the things. So it's your awareness. So it brings you the awareness, it makes you totality of the awareness. So this is a function of the first chakra, and if you are aware of everything, awareness, living in awareness automatically brings you to the calmness. Because you are not worried, oh my God, this will happen, oh what's happening.
What
no.
am I not remembering?
No.
It just
Because
grounds you.
You're living in awareness. Similarly, the second, so every day, like for example, so I have a 60-minute program. So I take 20 minutes for asanas or 30 minutes, whatever, it's up to me. And then I take 20 minutes for pranayama, breathing exercises like inhalation, exhalation. And I have given the exercise today, how to fill your body with inhalation, hold it, so like feel like a balloon is filled with the air. And then when balloon is filled, you do that exercise, just inhale, close your one nostril, inhale, close your other nostril, just keep holding, fill your body as much as you can and just hold it, and then very slowly release it. When you do that, outside world will not penetrate into you, because your inner being is so filled.
It's
It
expanding.
won't, like a balloon. When the balloon is filled, you cannot fill any more air into it.
Right.
So this is like you're totally blocking the external world, and you are totally by yourself
And present.
in the present.
Yeah.
This techniques help for the
The third eye.
third eye, because you totally block, you totally fill your third chakra with. You breathe on third chakra, you close it,
Third eye.
and you just keep filling, and then nothing is there, and then all of a sudden you see the golden light. So these are the different exercises. I'm jumping from one thing to another thing, but I'm just giving you the examples of
Right.
it.
There's so
And
many
then,
practices.
meditation for 20 minutes, and then during the day, contemplate on one thing. So day one, root chakra, so contemplate on self-awareness. When you're walking, live in awareness. How am I breathing? And if you focus on your breath, all the other awareness will come. So just focus on your breath when you're walking. Just don't walk with your muscles and your feet. Just walk with your breath. This will be such a beautiful walking meditation. So now the second day is is a different mantra for the second day.
And what is the name of this chakra? The second.
Sacral chakra or spleen chakra.
In Sanskrit, what's the name?
That's a Swadhisthana
Swadhisthana.
chakra. So, and the mantra is I feel.
And this is the orange one. So this is the second one up from the root.
I feel. And this is basically a self-control. So we have our things go a little bit off the line. So we have to live in the alignment, like a steering wheel. Hold the steering wheel so it doesn't get off the driving lane. So this is, you have to kind of hold
Stay in your lane. Yeah.
you stay in your lane. So this is I call as self-control or calmness. And the creativity and
Yeah, the creativity is one that I really relate to a lot with this one.
That's what it is. Creativity. That's what I call creativity, abundance, relationship.
Right. It's that creative life force, right? Energy. It's the divine creativity, because it's also the sexual organs, right?
Because
so this
the uterus
is creative energy.
Uterus is right there.
Right. This is the creative energy that, and it's like procreation. Right. That's why it comes from the second chakra.
Right.
So yeah, it's creativity in all forms. So and that color is orange. Right. Okay.
And then the third day is courage. or righteousness, as I mentioned, it
The
is a
yellow
solar
for
plexus
the-
or Manipura.
Manipura.
Manipura
And it's
chakra.
yellow, and doesn't this one also have 72,000 channels that
Yes,
come
it has,
out?
yeah,
Like that's
exactly,
such a huge
exactly,
number. When I tell people,
exactly.
they're like, "What? How's
Yeah,
that?"
right.
72,000 channels that
Yeah,
come out. It's like
right.
it's literally like having a sun in the center of your body, right?
Right. That's why it is so powerful there, and it has a fire is the element, that light fire, and that's why they call it the fire in the belly.
Yeah.
This is where courage,
So it's
self-esteem.
Right.
That's
It's right
what-
below the rib cage and right above the navel. It's just right there in the
right
center.
here, right
Yeah.
here. You will feel it. And if it is misaligned, you will feel the stomach ache. You will feel the energy is drawing. I mean, you literally feel
Yeah.
the energy is flowing down the
legs.
and you feel so tired and exhausted. And there is a very simple technique which I never shared with on the show, but I'm going to. You lie down and take like a bowl or some container where it has some rims around it.
Okay.
Fill them with the water. And now when you lie down, put it on your stomach. Lie down. So with that vacuum, it will pull all the misalignment. It will totally pull it and place it in a right place.
All the blockage, it will like suck
Yeah,
it out. The water will
yeah,
take it out like a vacuum.
Yeah,
Wow.
it will suck it.
Oh,
Right.
That's a
Because
great tool.
I learned it when I was growing up. When I was little, I didn't know anything about chakras business or anything, and there was a treatment. One elderly person, ancestor kind of person. Anytime there was a problem, they will call that person. It was like a ritual. First thing in the morning on his empty stomach, they will they call her Dadi, grandma. So call that grandma to heal this problem. And now I relate it back, and when I do it, it is a third chakra.
Oh, you didn't realize. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but
you
later
didn't
on I
realize
figured
at
out
the
that
time
was a
as
third
child,
chakra.
But now you understand.
Yeah, but at that
Yeah.
time nobody talked about chakras or anything. It's just that the old grandma fixes that problem.
Oh, I love that. So we're talking about solutions to balance the
And then
third
the fourth
chakra,
chakra, of course,
plexus.
is the self-love, self-compassion. It's the heart chakra.
And the Sanskrit name. Let's give the Sanskrit names for all of them so people can learn.
Okay, Sanskrit name is Ajna.
Anahata.
No, I'm sorry, Anahata.
Anahata.
Anahata chakra.
And the color of this one is like an
Green.
emerald green, right?
Emerald green, right.
It's
And then
right
the
in the center of the heart. And the qualities of this one are love, compassion, joy, forgiveness.
Forgiveness is a big thing. So practicing this chakra, practice forgiveness. Forgive yourself and forgive others. That's
Yeah, and so you can take a green stone. What about green malachite?
you can take the green malachite.
That's a good one,
Yeah,
isn't it?
you
for
can
the
do
heart
that.
chakra?
Yeah. And in my book, actually, it talks about that what kind of is crystal, emerald, rose, quartz. It just talks
rose
about
quartz, right, is another one for the heart.
Yeah, so it gives you that. It also gives you. Actually, there is another table on the back of the book here, and there is a summary, and it talks about the Sanskrit name for the chakra, where it is location, the colors, the elements, the functions, endocrine system, what it relates to, and also if it is disorder, what are the problems could be.
Right.
And
So
if
when you
it
have
is
certain symptoms, you can check the table and see, oh, this is my
This
solar
is my
plexus that's out of alignment, or my
and
heart
this
chakra,
is, yeah,
or whatever.
and this is my this. Yeah. So and then if it is well, then you can also.
Right. There's also a list of things in the book about to tell you the qualities of the chakra to know when it's healthy.
Yeah. So then we go to the fifth chakra, which is called Vishuddhi chakra,
Vishuddhi in the throat.
throat chakra.
Yeah. And the color.
And the color of that is blue. Has 16 petals.
Yeah, they all have different numbers of petals, which
Yeah.
is so interesting
So,
too.
so my healing process, meditation is meditate on those with that many number of breaths with the Om mantra.
Right. We did this in your class. This is a really cool exercise. So to
Actually,
do
my
it-
CD.
Oh, you have a CD that leads people through this. This is
yeah,
great.
it takes people
But
through
just
that.
just to give the people a nugget of this
Yeah,
process,
right.
you do a chakra balancing meditation by starting with the root and doing however many petals that chakra has. You do ohms with
Ohms,
that
with
many
that,
petals for that many petals and that number, and all the way up to the crown. And the crown has 1,000, so
But
we're
three,
doing
only
1,000
three.
ohms.
No, we are doing only three.
Okay, 3
Because
ohms
over
for the
there,
crown.
we are already up to the supreme, so we don't need to do any mantra. There is
It's
no
already
mantra,
infinite.
it's already
Yeah.
infinite.
Yeah. Okay. So that's another. I love that tool. Okay. So then moving up then from
And
the
then
throat.
we go to the sixth chakra, which is the Ajna chakra, which is the
Ajna.
Bindu, the third eye chakra, and that has the indigo color and two petals. And basically, you meditate on it, and then the final chakra, the crown chakra. And I tell people all the time that you don't have to do all the chakras at one time. Sometimes I put it in 7 days. If it takes you 7 months, it takes you 7 weeks, whatever it takes you.
Yeah.
But don't rush into it. Don't rush into it. Don't start jumping from going from one chakra to seventh chakra in one day. Practice one chakra at a time. One chakra at a time.
Maybe one a day at the
One a day,
beginning.
one a
and
day,
then once
one-
you know the system
Yeah.
better, then you can start going into maybe doing them all together. Okay. Yeah, so this is great. We've gone now through the 7 chakras, and people now can have a basic understanding, and it's great that you have these resources. I know that you also host a weekly podcast, and you're all over Facebook, and I think you're pretty tech savvy. You're out there in the world. It's going to be easy for people to reach you. What's the best place for people to
Actually,
find
people
you?
can reach us through Path to Anandam, and I have abbreviation for it. So www.p as a Peter, T Tom, A Apple, US.
PTA.us.
Correct.
PTA.us.
And you can also find us on under my name, Satya Kalra. You can find us under YouTube, Twitter, on LinkedIn, and also we have 7 pages on Facebook.
Oh my gosh. Are those all linked on your website?
They're all linked. Some of them are linked. Most of them we are trying to link it because we just opened them.
Okay.
And but one of them is we just opened Prosperity and Abundance Forever now.
On Facebook?
So we have a lot of live programs on that. Then we also have another book because I teach Bhagavad Gita.
Oh, that's right.
So
You also teach the Bhagavad
Global
Gita.
Gita group, Gita Made Simple.
Oh, nice.
And it is
People
my
like that.
question and God's answers. That's another page I have. I have one page which is called Yoga Beyond Asana.
Yeah, I would love to drop into that just for a minute. I know we've gone a bit long, but that's great. It's a lot of useful information for people. But this book, Yoga Beyond Asana, if you could just tell us what that one's about.
This book, I mean, the whole thing and why the message came to me, because prior to 2012, even now it is less, but it's the people who are coming here to do the yoga for the yoga festival, in their mind, the more they bend, the more they could touch their toes, the better yoginis and yogis were. They had no concept, 8 limbs of yoga, and 8 limbs means yama and niyama, which means you have to learn how to behave with yourself, means you forgive, you be content, you know all those virtues.
Right.
And then how to behave with others, how to treat others.
Maybe we'll need to do another episode where we go through those in
So
detail.
what I'm saying,
Yeah.
so this is so for that basically, so the yoga is not just the asanas. That's why I name it Yoga Beyond Asana, the complete guide for blissful life. And then I put it at the end. What the true meaning of yoga is?
Let's hear
So
it.
true meaning of yoga is calmness and serenity of mind. Equanimity of mind is yoga. Freedom from anger, fear, selfish desires and ego. Freedom from jealousy, hatred and greed is yoga. Freedom from vices and the miseries. Freedom from birth and death is yoga. Connection of body, mind and supreme power is yoga. Selfless service is yoga. Self-knowledge, knowing my true self. I am Satchit Ananda. I am love. I am peace. I am Ananda is yoga. Experiencing divinity within, eternal love, peace and bliss is yoga. Reach my unlimited potential is yoga. Yoga is not a religion, it is a way of life. Yoga is for you, for me, and for all. Yoga is much more than asana. Yoga is beyond asana. Yoga is the ultimate solution for blissful life.
Perfect. That's really well put. So that's part of what was downloaded to you that day. Huh?
So this is also, I have 15 bestsellers.
15?
15 bestsellers.
Oh my gosh.
And this is one of them. So all of my books and my CDs, they're all 15 and they're on Kindle books. On Amazon, all the books are available on Kindle books. I give workshops. I give seminars. I'm also a keynote speaker as well as a speaker and presenter. And I am also giving, I do the counseling because I come from a corporate world.
Right.
So I give my counseling, I offer my counseling services to individuals, to CEOs, to the management, to the corporate world and the other places.
Oh, that's
and
great. Get the consciousness into the
all
corporations.
The proceeds come from these books or donations from, or all the from the workshops or whatever they come. We support the philanthropic causes, which are mainly the women and children education and supporting those families and women, etc. So I also give, I'm part of Divine Shakti Foundation here, but I independently, I help ladies to motivate them to come to the level where I am, because when I went to USA about 48 years ago, I say if I could do it, anybody could do it.
Right. Yeah, and Divine Shakti Foundation, being an NGO that focuses on empowerment of women and girls, right? And you can listen to my interview with Sadhviji for more details about that. And we'll put links to all of this in the show notes. You have so many resources. You've shared so much information. I'm glad to know that your books are available on Amazon. I really think that these are some great resources for people as simple guides. I mean, really well done, really well thought out, very simple. It's not overwhelming. People can sit down, and I love how you have the worksheets in there and everything, and you've broken it down into a 7-day practice. And I really just want to encourage people to learn about the chakras, to empower themselves with this information, because it's just so life altering once you get it, right? And it's such an incredible tool for a blissful life, as you say. Satya, thank you so much for your time here today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for inviting me to your wonderful podcast, and I'm looking forward to seeing you and connecting with you more and more and more, and with your audience, because now they are not just your audience, they are my
Right.
audience. So may God bless all of us. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace. Peace for my body, peace for my mind, and peace for the universe. May God bless all of us. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks so much for answering the call to be here today. I'm so glad you're part of our tribe of activated rainbow warriors. If you found the show in any way empowering or inspiring, I would be so grateful if you would share the show on social media or with friends and family that you think would benefit from these conversations. And also, rate and review the show in iTunes. This is really the very best way to help support the show and help us get noticed by others who are looking for the sort of content that we're sharing. Now notice there are no outside ads playing here. That's because the show is supported by you, the listener. You can become a patron of the show with a small monthly donation by checking out the perks on our Patreon page at patreon.com/visionary lifestyle and signing up there. There's also a one-time donation button on the podcast page of the website if that suits you better. And just so you know, your donations help to cover the necessary out-of-pocket monthly expenses to produce the show, and will also help us grow so we can inspire and educate even more people. And hey tribe, I'd love to hear from you. Visit me at visionary-lifestyle.com And please tell me your comments and questions. I really look forward to connecting with you. I love you. Namaste.